Hey folks, welcome back to Downstairs Den&D, where we play D&D in the den downstairs. It's not a basement. We are picking back up with
You're so adamant about that.
characters. And we have just left on their pursuit of information regarding the apparent disappearance of one Floon Blagmar. Our party has been set on this course by one Volo Gadarn, the world-famous author and traveler of Toril. On the way, you have made a stop at the Skewered Dragon, a seedy tavern in the dock ward of Waterdeep, where you discovered that a few nights ago, once Volo left his companion Floon, Floon was seemingly joined by an uppity noble who, through some additional investigative work, you all seem to have identified as Raynar Neverember, the son of the former Open Lord of Waterdeep, Dagalt Neverember. On the trail, you were told by one drunken dwarf that when Raynar and Floon left a few nights ago, they were followed out by 5 men on your way toward the Candle Lane warehouse, where you were told these men frequent. You noticed an object lying in the gutter at the corner of an intersection in front of the purple-clad old Zablob shop, where you found Floon Blagmar's unicorn token. Going inside the shop and asking the shopkeep, the Deep Gnome, who identified themselves as Old Zablob, told you they saw a scuffle out front a few nights ago where the 2 men were seen to be attacked by a handful of figures. Tennyson also found in the gutter to the north a blue bead, which matches to the description of the necklace Floon wore this ornament from. We pick up with our heroes moving north along Zastro Street in the dock ward, attempting to follow the trail. And who is attempting to follow the trail of these beads?
I'm not sure that I know they exist. Did you say that the gnome was a Zerfnebly?
Yes, it was a deep gnome.
Oh, I did not gather that much, but I will write it down now.
There you go. I could helm the tracking.
So you were the only one of us who found something before, so it seems like a prudent plan of action.
So
we have a rough idea where we're going.
Yeah. You at this point you have 2 leads. You have been told that the men who followed them out of the Skewered Dragon hang out at a warehouse whose door is marked by the symbol of a snake up on Candle Lane in the dock ward. And you have this trail of what you believe might end up being a trail of beads heading north along Zastro from the old Zablob shop.
Literally all signs point towards this.
Okay. So are you all just heading to Candle Lane, or are you going to attempt to follow the beads?
I would follow the beads first.
Yeah.
Okay. So if Tennyson is heading that up, you may roll either a survival or investigation check. If anyone is helping, so for anyone to assist him in that, I'm going to ask that if anyone who is proficient in either of those skills wants to aid him, you may.
I was already searching, and I'm proficient in survival, so I'd probably keep doing that.
Okay.
So what was it? Investigation and survival?
Yes. So if Elisar is aiding Tennyson, and Tennyson is the only one trying to follow the trail, Tennyson, you may roll with advantage.
6. Yes.
Oh, man.
Natural 1, natural 2.
That 1 and a 2.
That's
So-
awesome.
You follow along.
It's really dark, guys. I can't see real good.
And you found that first bead about here. You do find another here, but then are not able to find any more.
Maybe he just didn't drop anymore.
Maybe we'd have more luck when it's light out, or we could go on to Candle Lane.
If we're helping him, though, we can also roll for those or no.
So, the way helping someone with a skill check like that works is I'm going to ask who is actually doing it. When I said who is actually doing it, I only heard Tennyson. So then I asked if anyone was going to help him. Someone only has, in that case, I said that, okay, this person needs to be proficient to just help. But helping gave him advantage on his roll. So
okay.
if anything else, a situation comes up like that later, basically I'm going to ask, okay, who is actually going to do this? More than one person can do it and make those rolls, but so that it doesn't end up in a situation where, oh, okay, we saw Meech roll poorly, now I'm going to do it too. I'm trying to avoid skill stacking, so I'm going to ask once, hey, who is going to do this? Okay, who's going to help? And then that's going to be it. Fair enough?
Okay. Yeah.
So at this point, this trail dried up. Yeah.
So yeah, this trail seems to have been dried up. So your other lead, if you want to follow it, is you know that those men hang out on Candle Lane. Or you can try to see if there's any additional information you can gather.
I mean, the Trail of Beads is heading that direction anyway, so we might as well. Right?
We're still clicking blue squares on the map.
I undid some. I thought.
There's the one on Curtain Alley.
And there's one next to the high road and one on Candle Lane.
Okay, I figured out how to get rid of them. There we go. No! Well, you guys all saw where Candle Lane is. It's like a neck.
Alright, so yeah, I would say head that way. I want to go cautiously.
Okay, so we're heading up toward the Candle Lane, the Candle Lane, the Candle Lane.
Do you know any back ways that are a little less visible?
Definitely.
Okay.
Cool.
At this point, I'm trying to be a little stealthy. Well,
Yeah.
I have a damn... Never mind, I have a damn lantern out, if that doesn't help. I can't see shit.
So, you all do make your way north along Zastrom. Are you leading them the back way, Baracus?
Using features, city secrets.
Yes, okay. So you all normally someone to follow Vastro up to the Way of the Dragon, turn there, da-da-da-da. But you actually take a left on Troll Crook. You know a way between a couple buildings to kind of cut through this neighborhood here.
Parkour.
You know how to cut through this block here. And you kind of make your way toward the back side of Candle Lane. What you approach and find is a... No, you do approach from the alleyway, but you do get there a little bit quick, kind of from a... But you do know that you don't know which building on Candle Lane it is. You just know that the front door is marked with a snake.
Wait, are you saying we know that the building we're looking for is marked with a snake, or
Yes.
the building we're in front of?
The building you're looking for.
Okay, so we should probably go to the actual street.
Yeah, I mean, if we maybe like one of us walks by with her, just to kind of get a glimpse of things, so not attracting attention.
I should
We
do
can't
that
see,
since I
can we?
move the quickest.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I will walk down the length of Candle Lane looking for the building inconspicuous.
Okay. You're walking down the way, and you do see a fence gate with a small black snake, flying emblazoned down in the lower left corner. Behind the fence appears to be a small yard attached to a 2-story old ramshackle warehouse. Stands at the back of an outer yard behind a high fence. Yeah.
I go back to the group and tell them which building it is.
Can we find that from like the back, knowing that information?
Yeah.
You do find the back. You do not see any points of ingress or egress. You do. Hold on.
Holding on.
On the back side, you don't see any windows or anything. You do see a couple windows on the second story along one of the side walls.
I think I can make it up there.
I don't know if we can. I mean, we're just breaking into a building, aren't we?
We don't have to break in. I can just take a peek and see if I see anything.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
So, seeing if this, you're going to try to climb up?
Yeah. Yes.
That was happening? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a climb check.
Before he does that, can I cast Mage Hand and assist him? By like, if he goes to like get a handhold, can't get it, then I can use the Mage Hand to like grab, like assist him in not falling, kind of thing.
I'm going to have to say no, just because Mage Hand has a clear limit of 5 pounds. And if at any point
10.
he were to like, is it 10? I still think that's not enough to say, hey, I could assist him in catching a fall.
Gotcha.
I am proficient in acrobatics. Is that what climb
This is going to be an athletics check.
Athletics.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, it's going to be athletics. But I will let you roll a dexterity athletics check.
Oh, perfect. Natural 20.
But you rolled a natural 20. So you get up. So there appears to be 3 windows on the second story of the whichever freaking direction this is. No, it's actually so it is actually the building is kind of on a corner. So the windows and door face into an alleyway. Okay, so you're able to look up and see. I'm assuming the rest of you are kind of posting up to keep watch to make sure no one sees him scaling the side of a building in the middle of town. Is that a fair assumption? I'm eventually going to stop making these assumptions for you, FYI. So
before I go up there, can I look over at Brackus and tell him to cast whisper on me so I can tell him what's going on and what I see?
You can ask him about that.
Just so I'm not yelling down to tell everybody what I see.
Yeah, you can absolutely talk to him about that and how that works and see if that's something you guys could do. Go ahead. Ask him about it.
So before I get up here, do you want to cast whisper on me so that way once I get up there I can tell you what I see and you can relay it on to everybody else?
Yes, message, and that makes sense.
Message,
I will continually keep that up since it's a cantrip.
Okay. Do you have to be able to see your target?
It just says within range, and I can go between 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, and a thin sheet of
Oh, okay, cool. So it specifically says you can go through shit because it specifically says the things you can't go through.
Yeah, and it's a range of 120. So
Got it. Cool. Okay. Bear with me a moment. I appreciate your patience. So again, you're kind of climbing up the side of this in an alleyway. A junction between alleys sits behind. And give me just a moment, and I will show you guys what you see.
it's a dragon.
It's a dragon.
Session 2. Dragons. Never you seen dungeons?
Oh god, it's a giant black screen.
Okay, it is black. Cool.
Thought I broke it.
Nope, I did that. Bear with me. I appreciate your time. Cool. Let me.
Watch that be the only natural 20 I rolled this whole session.
It very well could be. It's a 1 in 20 chance every time. Hey, look, it's me.
Billy, there's no way you can rename the tokens by default because I just keep having to rename it from Chris to Elisar.
I think I don't know, and I don't want to deal with it at the moment.
Okay.
But that is absolutely something we can look into.
It's also like you and the DM are the only two that can see the caption underneath it. I don't know if that's a setting that needs to be changed at a different time.
You guys still with me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I kept hearing a disconnect, reconnect sound.
Yeah, that was me. These headphones aren't the best.
I find that Discord on mobile a lot of the times, like, you have AirPods in, and every now and then it will just drop and then not tell me that it's dropped. So I'm sitting there having a conversation.
Yep, I've done that a couple times today.
What perspective is this?
So top down. Hold on. There should be. Okay, so the kind of structure on the right is the second level. The one on the left is the lower level.
Right.
Okay.
What are the ladder things?
So that's just artwork on the background of the map.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
That shows that those are the same place on the street out front.
Oh, gotcha.
So you also have, let me show you, there are the front gates to the yard. Toward the bottom left of the downstairs of the yard level, of the lower level map. So, as you can see, there are 3 windows there upstairs. One appears to be a bit larger than the other 2. which one are you heading toward?
Depends on which side of the alley we were in.
So where you guys currently kind of are is the alleyway. So there, the left side of the building is the main street. That is Candle Lane. And then where you all are, and behind the building are alleyways.
Okay. So I'd probably go to the window nearest to me.
So yeah, where are you guys posting up to watch out? In theory, there's another building behind it and another building kind of opposite you guys from it. So the street is on this side. This is an alley. This is an alley.
Probably just like looking around that corner then, towards the
Okay.
front.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll be looking. Oh, I have to select my character.
I should
Like
probably.
down
I
this
should
way.
probably be centrally located. That way I can communicate to everyone, since I'm the only one that can talk to Shane.
Okay. And Ciendithus, which window are you climbing toward?
I'd say maybe this one.
Which
If
one?
That's a window.
Can you
Is
ping
that a
it?
window? I don't know how to ping.
He moved his
Just
character.
hold your. Oh, the middle one. Yeah, that is a window. There you go. Was that
yeah.
you? Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Yep. So you already rolled your climb check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nat 20. So you were able to. There's a drain pipe that you were able to shimmy up, and taking a look inside, you see kind of through the moonlight that is now shining in. It is definitely nighttime now. I would say after your questioning, your time at the bar, the game of Sabat you played, stopping by, perusing, and chit-chatting at the old Zoblop shop. It's probably around 8 o'clock now. And being in the middle of winter, it is dark, but lucky for you, the moon is out. So you are able to see inside through the moonlight, but he is hanging off the side of the building looking in through a window on a second story, so your lantern's not helping him at all right now. What you see is just a small office. There is a desk off into the corner, and it looks very unkempt, very dusty, cobwebs everywhere, but you don't see any movement, you don't see any people.
I relay that on the brackets.
And I repeat it quietly to the people that can hear me within a whispering distance. Oh wait, I can just cast message over and over and whisper it to everyone.
Yep, sure can. Takes about 30 seconds, but yeah.
I will do that.
Okay.
Waving copper around wildly. Maybe move over to one of the other windows if you can do that.
That's what I was thinking. So
You
roll
want to try
another.
to shimmer your You want to traverse laterally?
Yeah.
To which one?
Let's go to the one on my right. This one right here.
He said that one was bigger, so it's probably a good choice.
Yeah, so shimming over to this one, this actually appears to be an old, it's much larger. It actually looks like what used to be a door frame they put a window into. It seems like this would be a lot easier to open than either of the other two windows. Looking inside, it does just appear to be another disused office space.
Okay. I tell them that I think this is our best point of entry from this side.
I convey that with everyone else.
I relay that I haven't seen anything. I don't know if it's the best idea to just break into this building.
I mean, if it's a we assume that it's like a gang thing, right? Or we're thinking that whoever kidnapped what's his face is here, right? So we should probably break in rather than just knock on the door and be, "Hey, shady dealings, what?"
Right.
While they're debating down there, I try and open up the window.
It swings open fairly easily.
I crawl in.
You move inside, and I will show you what you see. So first, this is the first room that you looked in. And this is the second room that you looked in.
Oh God, what are the tokens?
Those are, there appear to just be some rats skittering about.
Oh, okay. And are those open doorways, or?
The doors are shut.
Gotcha. What
Do I notice the rat?
Yeah. I mean, they don't appear to be hiding from you. They're just kind of, one's kind of munching on a piece of paper.
So I don't feel.
Just kind of skittering
I don't
about.
feel threatened at the time.
No. As you hop in, the one that's in the room that you're in runs underneath the doorway into the next room.
I tell Brackus it looks like the coast is clear. Come on up.
I tell everyone else using message.
I've got 10 foot of rope I'm going to throw down the window.
Oh, dip.
You secure that off. Everybody heading up? Everybody following him? So did somebody say they were going to go try the front door?
No.
I thought I heard somebody say that.
No, I said I was wondering if this was the best course of action. I wasn't going to do that.
Okay. So then what is everybody else doing? Sandithus throws down a rope to you all and says, "Hey, we're in."
I should probably go up last, so I can, if anything happens on the bottom, I can tell people that are already.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
I'm
Who
gonna
you aren't
go-
exactly safe to probably stay alone with, so. Or I mean, if they kidnap the one guy, he's probably not someone I want to encounter alone, so.
Yeah. Everyone can. He's throwing down a rope. It's going to be super easy. But if everyone could just go ahead and give me strength athletics checks.
Natural 20 for a 19. That's
Nat
awesome.
20.
Yeah.
Veronica, do you have Bardic Inspiration yet? Not that I'm meta.
Sorry, what?
Do you have Bardic Inspiration yet?
Oh, I do. I thought that was more for
Is that strictly for skill checks or attack rolls or what?
Let me.
What's the DC, Billy? Did I just fall on my face?
Do-do-do.
Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
So anything.
Very cool.
You have to decide before I tell you. If she uses that, you have to decide whether you're using it before I tell you whether that's a success or a fail. But you can know the result of the die roll first.
Very cool.
In this situation, I'm going to say she did not get a chance to use it because you asked for it. It sounded like after the fact. Or did you?
Well, I asked for it and then rolled, and then she told me what it was.
Okay. You're fine. You pass. It was DC 5. So you all do manage to get up into this space. Again, very dusty. You're all kind of having to clear cobwebs out of your way any which way that you move. But you all do cram into this small office space. that has 2 doors leading out of it.
Look around for traps or alarms or anything.
Give me a perception check.
And my lantern is out at this point.
Covered or out?
You mean you put the lantern out?
Drop the
or
hood.
Are you closing the hood?
I closed the hood.
Okay, so it is providing 5 feet of dim light?
Yep.
Okay.
So do I need to roll a disadvantage? I'm just kind of looking in front of me, trying to like move around the room and examine.
Yes, you will need to roll that with disadvantage. Because you don't have dark vision, right?
Right. Like I said, I'm only looking at things that are within the lantern's purview.
Yeah.
Okay. Natural 20 and way lower than that. 13.
That's not an at 20 because your perception's 6.
Why is it green? Oh, okay. No, that's great. I lied. Doesn't matter. 13.
Ba, 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 ba. Looking specifically for traps. While he is doing that, what's everybody else doing? Is anybody else doing anything?
We'll listen at the door kind of furthest away from the window. There.
That one? Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Anybody else doing anything?
I pull the rope back up from the window.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the other room, or the other, just kind of like stay behind, yeah. But
Okay.
look,
Are you looking through? Are you opening the door and looking through?
yeah.
Okay. Baracus, are you doing anything?
Can I assist her in opening the door quietly?
No.
Okay, then no.
Okay. So, Tennyson, you find that there is a silver bell hanging above the both doorways.
As soon as they
in this
reach
space.
for the door, I like move over and grab their hand and like, don't.
Elisar,
I point at the door or the
with
bell.
a 13, you do not hear anything. Demaya, I apologize. Demaya, you open the door, look inside, and just see again an office space with a desk in the corner, and you see a few rats skittering about.
So
Did the
did the
bell
bell not
ring?
make any noise?
No.
Huh. Can I use Mage Hand to try and pull the bell down? Or is it within, like, how tall is the doorway?
Taking a look at it, you don't think your mage hand is delicate. You don't think you have enough fine control to remove it without making it go off.
Gotcha.
You think it would require some sort of check to remove the bell without ringing it.
Can I reach it from how far high up is it?
It's just hanging from the top of the door frame. It's perfectly within reach of a normal-sized medium human creature. Medium humanoid.
What kind of check would that be? Or would I know?
It would depend. Do you have something like thieves' tools to try to disable it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Then it would be a dexterity thieves' tools check.
So do I just roll dex then?
Are you proficient in thieves' tools?
Yes.
Then you may also add your proficiency bonus.
Now, how to do that? So it would just be a flat dex plus my proficiency. Right?
Yes, that makes it not a flat dex. That makes it dex plus proficiency.
Well, I'm saying as opposed to like a sleight of hand check.
Correct, because you're not using a proficiency in sleight of hand. You're using a proficiency in thieves' tools. You can only use one proficiency at a time.
Okay, so I'm rolling this +2, so 9.
So 9. You reach up and start fiddling with it, and as you cut a wire, it slips out of your other hand, and the bell pendulums and rings against the door frame.
Do I hear any noise in the rest of
I mean, I would try to muffle it as best as I can with my other hand, if I can.
Roll a Tennyson, roll a perception check.
Oh, I'm still at the disadvantage. Whatever. My passive is 16, by the way.
You do not hear anything, though.
Is it like a magical bell, or is it mechanical, or can I tell?
There doesn't appear to be anything magical about it, no. It has some dings and cuts and scrapes on it, so you imagine it's not magical. It appears to be damaged. Like, superficially damaged.
I don't know. Like, it didn't go off when we opened the door, so should we even bother trying to take them down? Or do they only go off one way or the other?
We could also try to walk around the other way and see if there are bells in the other room. So when if I walked into this room, like right there, because that door's open now, right?
Yeah, I looked inside.
Yeah.
So are there bells above these doors?
Taking a look and knowing what you're looking for, yes.
What do we see? Like some kind of trigger or tripwire or something attached to the bell?
Following them through, roll an investigation check. Is anyone else trying to follow and see where they're coming from?
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone can either make their own roll, or somebody can help someone else.
Would I be able to cast Unseen Servant to take them down?
Yeah. Again, they're not proficient in things, so they could absolutely go up and take them down. They wouldn't necessarily be quiet about it.
Okay. So if I'm not confident that they would do it quietly, I probably wouldn't want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, but again, like an unseen servant, it's just not. It would not be proficient in thieves' tools to take them down delicately.
Okay.
All right, so we're in an office.
But taking a look, Meech, Tennyson, you are able to follow along and find that all the bells are connected by a singular string that ends up going down into the floor in this corner of the larger office space.
Meaning we would lead to believe that they were all connected, they're all powered by some kind of... Is there electricity? Is that a thing?
No.
Then what the hell?
Is it the people downstairs were messaging people upstairs by ringing a bell, by pulling a cord downstairs?
Or they're all attached to one doorbell and they all go off at the same time?
Well, there's bells above. Are there bells above both doors of the room I'm in, Billy?
Yes.
Every door has a bell above it.
But they don't look like they're attached to the actual doors, do they? So if I look at that wire...
they're hanging from a string above the doors.
So there's no sense in trying to take them off the walls if they're just from other places.
Correct.
Opening the doors won't trigger them, so we might as well just ignore them.
I'm going to cut the string.
Cut the string.
Which string?
Give me...
string.
Are you trying to... Okay. Give me a. Are you trying to do it carefully?
I'm not trying to ring the bells.
Just
Can
give me
we
a
all like
dexterity
grab
thieves'
onto a
tools
bell?
check.
I got a pair of scissors.
Veronica's
fair.
trying to say something.
Yeah, I would say that a pair of scissors would be similar enough to a tool that would be in a set of thieves' tools. I would let you roll a dexterity thieves' tools check.
Well, I got thieves tools as well, but
Veronica, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, can we all like hold on to one just before he does that, so just in case they do like fall or something, we can like muffle the sound of them falling.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
all right.
I'll go to this one and grab.
Cut the string. Everyone. Yep, there we go. 16 to cut a string. Very carefully.
Yeah, you're able to cut it off. None of the other bells seem to go off. You cut it off right at the floorboard.
I try to tie on, hang on to the bottom bit and just kind of tuck it into one of the floorboards so it doesn't drop down below.
Okay, I hear you.
There, they won't make noise. We're good.
Okay.
I say in a stage whisper.
I want to listen at this door because this is the one we haven't looked in yet, right?
Ping it. Correct. You have not checked either of the doors on the left side of the larger office space.
I want to listen there.
Give me a perception check. You hear just some.
And then I whisper to everyone, I hear something.
Could you hear that? Can you guys hear that Foley work?
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard something on the other side of the door, so maybe we should either go around or be ready.
There's rats in
Yeah.
here.
Rats.
There's no rats in there.
As the TM moves the rats over.
What would it be?
So I guess I would like, are we all, should we go through this way then?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay, I will try to quietly open the door.
I'm in urban area. I'm not afraid of any rats.
Give me, if you're trying to do it quietly, give me your stealth check. You do open the door. It does seem to be quiet. And looking aside, just see another small office space with several rats scurrying about.
All right, I close the door.
Okay.
And say, well, there's just office space in there, so.
Okay. I'll go ahead and look through the one that I'm in front of too, just kind of thinking it's probably just more of the same.
And you
But
are
just
right.
to check. Okay.
Well, I will
Alright.
go to the door we haven't opened and try to open it quietly.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
24,
24.
which is a nat 20, by the way.
I see that. So you open the door, and you see what appears to be an upper balcony. From your perspective, you have dark vision.
120 dark.
And I'm going to say you can see the full length of the building. You see what appears to be the upper balcony of a warehouse. From where you are, I'm also going to say... Hold on. I'm drawing the wrong thing. I'm drawing red lines. I'm trying to draw this button. I want this button.
Oh, you're drawing a line of sight. Yeah.
What you see is the upper balcony of this storage space. You see crates, barrels, and whatnot crowded along this 10-foot catwalk with the occasional pillar posts running up to the ceiling. Toward the center of the room, there appears to be what is a manual crane that's used for moving heavier items from the lower floor to the upper. And from where you are, you can see a balcony that it wraps around the full room. And you can see here there appears to be a staircase to the lower level. From where you are, you can't really see anything of the lower level, looking through this doorway where you are.
Gotcha. Do I see any signs of life other than rats?
You do not see or hear any movement on this floor.
Then I will convey what I see to the rest of the party and then slowly move out, or like into the room, or onto the balcony.
Okay.
Stealthily look over, since I assume that's like a box, kind of like hiding behind.
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. So taking a look, you are able to see the rest of this upper floor space, which currently you do not see. And bear with me a moment, please. I'm just doing some things. Stuff and things. Okay. Taking a look over, you see the lower floor. How much of the lower floor do you see? You are able to see that space. And as you're looking around, give me a perception check.
16.
16. Bear with me a moment, please.
Looking over the balcony, I still don't see any movement. Or is that what that roll was for?
That's what that roll was for.
Gotcha.
And taking a look around, you don't see anything moving.
I cast message to convey that to everybody else. The coast is clear as far as I can tell.
Billy, what room did you say that one desk was at? Was it the room that I'm still in?
There's desk and miscellaneous all-harness furniture in all 4 of those rooms.
Okay.
Taking a look at the architecture, seeing as there's one room space, like one door in, it definitely looks like this is like a kind of designated office area of the warehouse.
Hey, question.
Yeah, but
I can see
again, all 4. Sorry, real quick. Again, all 4 of those rooms do look rather unused, full of dust and cobwebs. Go ahead, Chris.
If I look at the stream, I can see an aura. I assume that's the lantern around Tennyson, but I do not see that on my screen. I don't know if that's intentional. If we can fix that somehow.
That is a thing that he is doing. So I think it's showing on the stream because he's the one doing it.
Right.
So
I don't know if there's
a way his screen.
A way to share that with us, like all of the auras, make them public, viewable.
Meech, you set that aura, so I have no idea. I don't know if I even have control over it because I didn't.
Yeah, I set it myself. I don't know how to make it public.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was a property like the token where we can see auras from the token.
I mean, that is a thing that can be done. I don't know if that might be a dynamic lighting option. which means it would be for everyone to be able to see it. I would need a Pro or Plus subscription to Roll20.
I do not have a subscription, so nope.
But I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So taking a look, this is what you guys see.
So I'm gonna follow Baracus into that other room. Or he's on the balcony.
I'd
Is
probably
anybody doing anything else in the office spaces?
no.
Is it completely dark in that room?
Corner.
Yeah. Yeah, there is no light. There appears to be no lights on anywhere in the structure. What's everybody doing?
I want to investigate the balcony.
Just taking a look around?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
15.
You take a look at a couple crates, couple barrels. It just appears to be all sorts of junk. Some moth-eaten balls of cloth, bottles of spoiled olive oil, hundreds of pairs of wooden-soled sandals that were all the rage last summer, but are now out of fashion.
You imagine.
Nothing really seems to be valuable.
Is there like a railing on the balcony?
Yeah, it's about knee height.
Could I like get up to the edge of it and kind of like look underneath it to see if I can see like underneath the balcony?
You kind of have to lay the kind of uprights. Thank you. The uprights are fairly well spaced. So if you wanted to, you could lay down on your belly and like look underneath.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay. You do that, and you see. You have dark vision, right?
60 feet.
Yeah. So taking a peek, look underneath, you are able to see that. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
13.
Yeah, you notice again a large pile of crates here in this space. Your view of the other to your the left of the screen is blocked by the stairway and what appears to be the little closet under the stairs here. But you don't again see anything jumping out at you. Looking down below, actually, I do need to take a step back for a moment. Baracus and Elisar taking a look down over the balcony. For a moment, again, it is dark, so even with dark vision, you would take all perception checks at disadvantage. So I'm going to say, again, you didn't see anything, and it took both of you a while to notice, but you were kind of looking for things that were moving and whatnot, but eventually your eyes do come to rest on quite the scene down here toward the doorways in the front. Tables and chairs have been carelessly tossed across the floor. The corpses of a dozen men lie along, thrown about the space, rapiers and daggers lying about. It looks like so kind of scattered out throughout the bottom floor are about a dozen bodies.
Wow. But still no movement?
No movement that you see, correct.
Alright, I want to stealthily... well, convey that message to everyone if they don't see it.
Yeah, it's kind of like stand up and like point with just motion down there, like see this stuff, and even though most of them can't.
Yeah, and then slowly, stealthily move my way down there to investigate said bodies.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
There's probably one right here at this corner. At near the bottom of the stairs. So if you want to go ahead and move your spell down there, Maracus. Do what?
I didn't ping or acknowledge an area when you said right here.
Do you see that?
No.
On the lower level map, on the lower level, left side of the map. You not see me pinging?
I see it now.
Oh, green.
No, that was me picking. That's the bottom of the stairs, the left map.
Why can't you guys see me pinging?
Because it's under the black, probably.
But it's not under the black. I'm purposefully not pinging under the black. How about this? How about there? Can you see me ping there?
Nope.
You guys can't see any of my pinging.
No. Are you shift pinging or?
No, I'm just pinging. Or you guys should be able to see it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm shift pinging there. There's a body there. Is that
I don't.
working?
I do not have shift pinging.
I am now shift pinging.
Nothing.
Your pinging broke.
My pinging is broke. Because I'm an idiot.
Grab tool.
There it is.
I was on the GM layer.
Okay, so I will
Okay.
make my way down there to the bottom of the stairs, which means I go over here. Right?
So you relayed that message to us, right, Baracus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I cast message real fast and told everyone quietly.
While they're doing all that, I just want to give a good thorough search of the offices, looking for like documentation or anything.
Okay. You take a look around. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Like I'll probably like close the door and open my lantern all the way so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Okay. So, Baracus, you're going down to look at the body. Was it Demea? I believe you said you were going down there with him, or you're going?
Yeah.
You're looking over here.
No, I'll go join him. I'm gonna take out my dagger though, just have it ready.
Was anybody else going downstairs with them?
Yeah, I'll take out my scimitar. Scythe? Scimitar.
Everything you said. Right after I said 25, my Bluetooth dropped. So there you go. A paper bird. That's a very good point. Well, I assume I wouldn't know what the hell that is. Oh, sweet. Sure. That makes no sense. Apparently we have a stream issue now. Yay. Yeah, that's fun.